Me more be a crab as Uncle Pie by your Odeneho TV. Me so subscribe to our YouTube channel Odeneho TV. Obe like, obe comment, or your comment section. Obe click on the notification button for more news updates. When you say the brother, me nyadi makunya say the net is in summer. So our mind Ghana has seen air trendy with social media and so on. The person myself brand audio back could be a drop it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel Odeneho TV. Obe like, obe comment, or your comment section. Obe click on the notification button. Me ado man so mame say be always you posting new videos. I wanna be first person now so be link in the comment. And more if you so be share link we amame. Obi so recommended this channel Odeneho TV to many people, platforms, pages. No more so when you so e my Ghana must and I said they trendy e media so yancha when you go to audio ni mo emrasisia.
Well, I've seen the application of renunciation on your file, but you can go down and make a copy for me and go to my, he directed me actually, I didn't know my way around there, directed me to the Commission of Oath to authenticate the copy. Now we came back up and gave it to you. We had our own social conversation.
I'm sure at the Coalition Center?
Oh yes.
They declared you. The Electoral Commission held your hand.
Held my hand. We came,
and said that this is the victorious guy. Did you do a victory party?
We did.
They poured powder on you.
I think so, yeah. They shed some powder on me.
You had some party and all of those things.
Yeah.
So that was December 7th.
December 7th.
A month before the swearing in. Between that period, what happened? Between the December 7th and January 6th?
Well, basically there was nothing.
No one brought any action, nothing?
No action, no nothing.
Sure, there was an application.
It was towards the end, I think the third week, thereabout. It was an application that...
How convincing was your victory? Do you remember the vote difference?
About 3,000 plus.
Okay. Did your opponent call you to concede defeat?
No.
He didn't?
No.
Did he complain that he was cheated?
No, she didn't. It's a she.
It was a she. Okay, yeah, that's the lady. Okay. She didn't complain. Then in the third week, what happened to you? What did you hear?
Well, you see, the thing is, I didn't foresee any of such things coming. Even though there was that action taken at the, as I said to you, the petition.
By the youth that rose?
Yeah. I thought that was the end.
Did you meet those youth
Never,
members?
never. I think
okay.
The way I was later told the youth name were just used as because I was very much affected with the youth.
Okay.
So somebody thought wise that if we use the youth, then we say after all the youth that's not on his side. Right?
Okay.
But my winning actually 2020 came because of the youth.
Okay. They supported you.
They strongly supported me. Okay. I came in, I started a youth wing, and I enrolled about 4,500 of them.
I see. So in the third week, what happened? Were you served with any court injunction?
In the third week, thereabout, it was served onto my lawyers. You know, and
they said what? That you were not validly elected.
Yes, and that they were challenging my elections, and so they will put an injunction. Yeah, it was served as an injunction on mine, and so they wanted to injunct mine. They arranged that in court. It was a quick action. I don't think that same entire process. Never had a day in court myself. Never had a chance. The trial judge never called me as a witness or anything, even once, which my lawyers were demanding.
It could be ex parte, so maybe.
Yeah. So anyway, so
the motion was moved, and the High Court judge agreed.
Agreed
with them.
With them.
Which means you should not go to Parliament.
You should not go to Parliament.
That was the decision. Was it served on you? Was it given to you?
Well, you see, in all this process, I wasn't even aware. I wasn't in court.
So
obviously they gave it to bailiff to serve.
To serve.
Yeah.
And the bailiff didn't find
And that was the day before the swearing in.
Okay. So you never received it?
Never received it.
Your lawyers didn't receive it?
Nobody received it.
Okay. January 6th is the night that MPs who have been elected come to elect a speaker and then get sworn in.
That's right.
I was told you were smuggled into the chamber. Now that it has happened already and gone, do you want to share that story?
Oh, no. I mean, when you say smuggled, it's like going through some, security barriers or something? No. I think if anybody did mention I won't use the word smuggled. I came in a team of my members. We were housed in a hotel together, right? And overnight. And so we decided that we'll come together. It was partly a celebration.
I was here covering the event that night.
That
and
night,
I saw
yeah.
the NDC MPs arrive in a bus,
Yes.
wearing white.
Wearing-
You were not part of that group.
Yes.
There were over 100 of them who walked into the chamber. You were not part of that group.
No.
So which group were you in?
I was in a group, in a smaller group.
A smaller group.
Yeah.
Why did you have to do that? Was someone looking for you to arrest you that night?
I had no idea. I
Were
wouldn't say to arrest or.
Were you dodging anybody?
In my mind?
Yeah.
No, obviously not.
You're not dodging
No, no,
anybody.
no.
You're not thinking of a baby who show up somewhere.
No, Umar, remember that this entire process is new to, I would say, we had about, 38 new members?
Yeah.
It was new to us. And there was no such thing like a rehearsal. So I was just going with the flow, right?
And you wore your whites.
We were told to wear white. I wear white, like everyone else. And people were designated or assigned to groups that to move along. A small.
Did any person, security person or otherwise, try to stop you from entering the chamber?
No.
Nobody stopped you. When you entered and took your seat, did anyone try to uproot you from that seat?
Well, it was during the process where they were talking, as you said, there was a controversy about this injunction, and he was served and he wasn't served, and the clerk tried to, hold the view that he received the service, and we challenged the time he received the service, and finally he gave up and said he didn't actually receive it. And so the bottom line is nothing was served on me.
Were you scared that this could lead to problem for you, that there's an injunction that says don't sit in the chamber, but you were sitting there?
No.
You didn't panic at all?
Never crossed my mind at all.
So for you were just in the flow, you're just
Yeah,
celebrating?
I was there. I was happy like everyone else. And
You got sworn in.
it was surprising to me that my name came up as a controversy from the other side. First thing I heard is someone is not supposed to be here and he's here.
An alien.
Yeah, I'm wondering who the person is. Then it ended up as me. So I said, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
What have I done wrong?
You had become a celebrity overnight.
You know?
And that was the beginning of trouble for you.
Well, yeah, I think on their side, yes.
So when was the first time you appeared in court, even having been elected now, been sworn in, you've been going to parliament, all right. At what point did you have to start going to court to answer questions on all these issues that have been brought against you?
Oh, in the very same month, January, after January, so yeah. The only thing is that with that case, more or less, I think it considered a civil case. Right? I was not
Required to
be in the courthouse.
Yeah.
So my lawyers were attending most of the proceedings. Intermittently, once in a while, I'll go myself just to be familiar with what the process is all about. And
let me hold on to the legal matters. How were you doing your work as a legislator? You are a member of parliament. Your job is to help make laws. Were you able to do that? Because parliament was a new thing to you. Were you able to learn the ropes, know what to do?
Oh yeah, the first year, as I said, when the matter was still with the lower courts, with the Cape Coast High Court, that went on for almost 6 months or thereabout till July or July 2021, when they had their ruling. Right. So for the first 6 months, as I said, my lawyers were appearing most of the time. I was functioning normal.
In parliament.
You see, the thing is, until you've been into through and through with my thoughts, and maybe my experience does not shadow or cast any what would I say?
Doubts?
Well, you could say doubt, but I never harbored anything that I've done anything wrong. Up till today, I still think I did what is required of me. And I also came with a vision to help promote the development of my community.
How were you able to do that over that period?
Well, I was still, like I said, my focus was there.
Were you able to go weekends to the constituency, for instance?
Weekends, all functions.